Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. We are live and we come to you live each and every day, Monday through Thursday. So you get to experience Luminous. Everything Luminous, everything we have, you get to experience. And so it's a great way to learn how to airbrush, learn about different products, ask questions, anything and everything. I did check my settings. I'm just going to check one more time because sometimes it likes to switch on me. You never know, never know. So we are going to do the Airbrush Spray Foundation, which is so much similar to the real Airbrush foundation. And if you think about it, we know that there's people out there that are not going to airbrush, not going to do, hey, Cindy, not going to do this. And so we came up with this, and I use it interchangeably with, if I'm not going to airbrush, I'll do this because it really does last. It has that staying power. It is amazing. And so, who do you want to come up with the traditional makeup? Is an airbrush company because that's what we're comparing it to. We're comparing it to the highest standard. And so, that's what you want, right? Good morning, Tina. Good morning, Veronica. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I haven't done my eyebrows yet either, so we're gonna do those as well. But I think because we're doing something different, normally my eyebrows are the first thing that I do, and so to me it helps. It gives me a starting point where I can like get these perfect and then go from there and kind of build from there because it frames the eyes, blah, blah, blah. So let's just try something different. I am going to start off with thank you, Veronica. Hello, Anne. I am going to start off with the primer, and this is the Airbrush Primer Hydrating Spray. And little thing fell off. So I'm gonna shake it up, and then this is the brush that comes with the foundation, the spray foundation. And so holding it here, just holding that about 4 finger widths away, I'm gonna spray that, and it just glides on. Veronica said she likes my hair color. I appreciate that. I needed something different. I just felt like I needed dimension to my hair. All right. So just kind of lightly just spread that around. It's easy to do just because it does glide right on. And you saw I didn't use a lot, but it makes your skin feel like butter. It just feels so good on the skin. But it is a primer. It's hydrating. It's not going to dry you out. But a little bit goes a long way. Spray it. Boop. Do that around, and then that's all you have to do. And I use the same brush, and that is a 2-ended brush, but I tend to just use this end. This one it's a little more like dense. The brush, the bristles don't have as much give, whereas this one does. So that's the only reason that I like. You might like the other side, and that's fine. I just like this one because it does have it's a little bit softer. It has a little more give to it. If that makes sense. Now, I have a lot of colors out here. I'm going to start. This is actually the 040, and it's in the medium kit. So I'm going to shake this up. And I pointed this out last time, and I think it is hilarious. Right here, it says press down. We tell you where to press. But it fits your finger. Like it's slanted. It has like a little dip, but it's slanted. Like if you were holding it the other way, it would feel weird. So holding it this way, you don't even have to look. You know exactly how to hold it. Again, 4 finger widths away. Spray that. And then that's enough for one side of my face. So depending on where you want to start, you can start there. And it is a traditional foundation, but airbrush like. So you do have to, you know, move it around, move it in, blend it out. Now, because I haven't done my eyebrows yet, I can go over my eyebrow. And now, and also down here. The other side, blend those together. And just blend that in. Where's my up close mirror that I had? Okay. When I'm doing a traditional makeup, guys, you need to make sure to blend it down here, because that's like my biggest hang up are demarcation lines. Cannot stand it. Can't stand it. However, I do take my mirror and like around my nose, I make sure that's nice and blended. Kind of go around there. Now notice I only did one pass, one coverage. So I only did spray, covered one half, spray, did the other half, and that's it. And I have to tell you, it does give you some great coverage. But I want to point out something. See how my neck and my chin or my face is a little bit lighter. My face is pretty much always lighter than the rest of my body because I'll put sunscreen on my face. If I'm using the tanning tonic, I can get it close to the rest of my body, or because I match everybody right here when doing their foundation. If I go back with this 4 and put it on, it will get me darker. It will give me more coverage. Sorry, I have something in the throat. It'll get me darker. However, because I want to try something new, I'm going to contour with it as well. So this was the 4. I'm now going to grab, and I'm guessing this is the 5. I don't have my glasses on, so therefore I cannot see. And I might go a little darker, actually. The tops have the color, and so I'm going to go a little darker. So now, shaking it up. Thank you, Jeannie. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. So if you only have one shade, perfectly fine. Put it on. Do another pass if you need to. You can contour. You can highlight. You can do all that with traditional makeup. I just have a lot of shades right here, so I'm going to use them. And is this one wrapped? Oh, it is. Let me see if I can't get it out. Hold on. It hasn't been open yet. Can I get it? Can I get it? Nope. Let's see. Let's do this part. I didn't even know these were shrink wrapped, I guess. But they are. To protect. All right, there we go. All right. I think, oh wait. Hold on, I'm gonna hold my glasses up so I can see. Oh, this is the 5. Okay. So this is the 5. And I'm gonna take, now I'm wondering if I should do it darker. What is this one? I don't know, we'll just stick with 5. Take the 5, spray that. And then I can go in. Now, notice my movements. I'm going to tap it on. So I'm only tapping it on because I'm only staying in this area right here. Okay. And see how nice and subtle it is. It's not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm going to get my up close mirror. Make sure it's all blended. But I did kind of like move it around. But it stayed right in there. Now taking, pretty sure this is a light one, the 1, or maybe this might be a 2. Actually, I'm going to wipe, since I was darker, I'm going to wipe off. And I'm using the same brush. So I'm just taking a tissue, wiping off the brush, shake it up. Yay, Tina! Spray my brush. Now this is where you could use the lighter one or the soft, shorter one, because I'm now highlighting underneath. And now I'm just going to tap that out. I can go on my lid as well and use it. Now notice all my movements. What am I doing? Tapping it out. I never, even doing traditional makeup, I never like to pull on my face. So I'm always, when you are brushing it, moving it around, how much pressure do you use on your face? Great question, Angela. Not a lot. You want to use very little. The primer, it glides on the face, so you do not need to press hard. If I was pressing like super hard, you'd be able to see my face move. So I'm literally just kind of just moving it around. And of course I have to look. But I feel like when I use my fingers, I do feel like I need to go back with the brush and kind of work it out. But look at that. That's pretty darn cool. I mean, you see that natural highlight. I may have covered up some of that. I probably should have done the highlight first and then the contour. So we may go back and do a little bit more contouring there. But look, I mean, it's very natural. I probably only need like one, like that's how little. I mean, look at that. I can do it on my lid. And then might help move it around on my lid. Tapping it out. Going back. But notice, I mean, I'm doing this. Like short little taps. And I'm looking up. I mean, guys, it looks good. I mean, it looks super similar to airbrushing. Now I'm going to go back with the 5 just a little bit. Do a lot here. Do some contouring because I feel like I covered some of it up with that highlighter. Go back and forth. I mean, that's pretty darn impressive, right? That's what I'm saying, guys. I love this stuff. It really is amazing. I mean, and you know, like I tell you guys honestly if I like it or not, or I don't use it as much. But truthfully, this is very comparable to airbrushing. So again, we know that there might be some ladies out there, some people out there that are not going to airbrush. They're maybe intimidated by the airbrush, even though we know it's retraining our brains. It does take some time to learn it. But if you want an airbrush look and you're not quite to the point of airbrushing, this spray foundation is the bomb. It is amazing. So now I'm going to use my Naughty. I'm going to do my eyebrows with that. And And I'm going to use an angled brush like these. And with the medium brown, because I did have my eyebrows microbladed a little, I don't have to do my eyebrows as, like, I don't have to put a lot on them. This one, I have to work a little bit harder on. This one always ends up fine. This one's off a little bit, so I do want to go in and correct it. So I spend a little more time on that one. And I'm up close the mirror. Like that. And then I can take like a spoolie, or a lot of people even just use a toothbrush. You can use a toothbrush, and I brush through just so they're softer looking. They're not going to be like Sharpies if you don't want them to look like Sharpies. And then we can go straight into the eyes. So let's see. Let's go a little darker this time on the lid. I am still using a matte. Right there. I don't recommend using an up-close mirror doing your makeup. Sometimes people have to do it because you can't see. But always, if you are using them, like, you see a lot more flaws with that. But if you are using it, make sure that you do take time. Like, don't do your whole makeup right here with the up-close mirror. Like, if you need it to put it on, but then always go back and look in the regular mirror to make sure you're even, to make sure blah, blah, blah. Because if you just sit here like this, one, it's going to drive you crazy. And it'll probably take you forever. All right, so now I'm going to blend. I don't know, we'll do this. We'll do a couple. Going back and forth. Right in my crease. And I have to make the mascara eyeshadow look. And I love this Nude and Naughty palette because it has like 36 different shades that, I mean, you have option after option on doing different eyeshadows. We are creatures of habit, so we end up using the same ones over and over. But it does give you some options when you're feeling creative. So again, my eyes are getting hooded, so I'm bringing that up, making sure no harsh edges, making sure everything is nice and blended. And again, guys, blending is the key. I don't have to press hard. I'm just placing it and blend, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, blend, blend, blend. The more you blend, the better it'll look. Now it does start, it'll start removing, but if you're just blending, it's going to get rid of those harsh edges. It's a way to move things. So like if I had a harsh edge over here, I could blend that, blend, 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 and blend that harsh edge off. Now I'm going to take the angle brush again and going with a kind of a light medium brown, which was lighter than what I used yesterday. But see how it just nicely frames the eye? It doesn't have, if you're like, oh, I don't know. Guys, you don't have to use the same colors that I use. You can go lighter. You can go darker. Because you don't have, you can take those baby steps. You don't have to be like jumping in the deep pool when you don't even wear, if you're doing like a super smoky eye and you never wear makeup, that's going to throw you off. And so take the baby steps. You can do exactly what I'm doing, but with lighter shades. It doesn't have to be the same colors. All right, so now I'm going to take our blush and our airbrush blush, which one? This is Tulip again, and I'm going to airbrush my blush on. So I'm shaking it up. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Put my drops in. How many drops? How many drops of blush? Anybody? Anybody? Tell me. I know there's a delay, but how many drops of blush? I'm doing it right at, oh, Angela, you only use one? 2. Yeah, you don't want to go over 2 unless, even if you're like a blushaholic and you love you some blush, 2 is about as the most you want. If you are on the fairer side, you may only want to use 1, but it does bloom on you. It does grow. So as soon as it's on, give it a second because it will get a little brighter. So I have, and you can already tell. So I have that coming. I'm really digging the eyeshadow though. And I have a little, hey, Andrea. So I have a little bit of that pink coming through because I don't want to be like all brown. I don't want to have brown eyes, the contouring. I wanted to add a little bit of color to my face. Now, yesterday I did the one of our shades that we have that is super nude, and I said, oh, it looks like, I felt like it was just too nude on me, and so I do have gloss on. It's a plumping lip gloss. So I'm gonna tap a little bit of that off, and I'm going to line with Stark, not Spark. Now, if my lips were dry, this would come out bolder. But because I do have that gloss on, even if I blot it a little bit away, it'll come out a little bit lighter. Okay. So I line and I fill it in. Okay. Now, hey, Lori, I also line on the top part of my line. My upper lip, the pigment doesn't go all the way up to my lip. It stops before the top of my lip. And so I do line on top of my lip, on that top line. And then I just fill in. Like that. Now, even with this, you can change the color. Oh, I have hair in my eye. Hold on, guys. Oh, there it is. Okay. You can change the color of this by adding a gloss. So if you had a gloss that was like a little bit pinkier, or even if it was a clear gloss, you could add that gloss. But if I added, and this is just one of the lip plumpers I have, it's adding a little bit of pink, and then I have the gloss. Hello. So there you go. All right. Now, and I haven't found out about the mascara, guys. Hold on. Let me see if I can. No, I don't know where my phone is. I was going to text a friend, but I don't know where my phone is. So now I'm going to add mascara because we know that that makes a difference. All right. Blend, blend, blend. Now, I did get it a little bit underneath here, but guess what? Remember, we learned this yesterday. Don't touch it. And it's the hardest thing. Don't touch it until it dries. Because then it's a ton easier to clean up once it dries. If it's wet, it just will, if it's wet, it's just going to smear it. But if it's dry, it just comes off. And you can take a Q-tips now, you can use a regular Q-tip, but Q-tips now have like a pointy end and then a regular end. So you can always get those, but regular Q-tip will be fine. How do you know if you have the 2-speed Airbrush? So Andrea, if you turn it on and it blows, and then you push the button again, and it's still on, you have the 2-speed. It'll change a little on the air quality, or not the quality, but the speed. You'll hear it kind of intensify. If you turn it on and then press the button again, and it goes off, you have the 1-speed. Easy breezy. So there you go, guys. Done. So this Airbrush spray foundation is amazing. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. I love this as well. So try it out, guys. Try it out. All right. The 3-speed? Girl, you don't need 3 speeds. Yeah, we don't have that 3-speed. I forgot we even had one. Thanks for bringing that up, Angela. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you back next time. Bye for now.